Yes.
I'm sure it's going to be a great day. I mean, you're setting a precedent here, Rita. This is, I'm sure a lot of people are going to, Kenyans, we love to cut and paste, eh?
Yeah.
So you're going to see a lot of drive-in award shows.
Well, who's driving the biggest car? Oh. Yes. So this is something.
Better now, Jeff.
That is what.
Even without being nominated. Jeff is not here, but he's the winner of Beautifulest Car Award for the 6th year running.
Let me know when you want me to sell lipstick, huh?
You look really good in lipstick, like
cherry red. We can test it with you. Maybe. This is incredible. First of its kind, a drive-in award ceremony. Whose idea was that?
Gogaga Experiental.
Go on. Tell us about it.
So the idea was, it's COVID period. We are trying to figure out how do we do an award ceremony. Last year, Royal Media Services sponsored us, and it was all a virtual event. So we tried to figure out what can we do in case the rules and regulations change last minute. As you can see on Friday, everything changed. So we said, why don't you do something totally different? And that's what we do. We create platforms for technology and digital space.
Wow.
Yes.
Any other, you've said you create them. Are there others
Yes.
you can briefly tell us about?
Yes, so in March we're here for Zuri Awards. Some people never attend even when they're invited. So I'm looking at them.
No names mentioned.
No names mentioned.
They're laughing out of gift.
And we are the ladies behind Social Media Week Nairobi, so which has been running for 6 years, which will be happening this year in November from the 16th to the 19th.
Nice.
Yes.
Michael Tieno, what's Wolsey's role in this?
So Wolves is one of the sponsors and will be issuing some of the awards. We are a tech platform that connects brands and social media influencers.
There's something wrong with that mic. Mike, I don't know what's happening. Hey, Leonie Ajebana. Keep talking, brother.
Yes, our excitement with the Digital Media Awards is that we can see the big opportunity as more brands are shifting towards digital platforms, and as a company that's fully focused on connecting brands and social media influencers, we saw the need to be part of the larger Digital Media Awards.
Absolutely. And Rita, I mean, the last 18 months have been tough for everybody.
Yes.
In your space, what's it been like?
So being in the platform and events, let's just say platform and event space, it's really been hectic. And we thank God everything is going the way it is right now. As of January, things have started picking up. And the reason why we actually had to do Digital Media Awards this year was to celebrate what agencies and brands did last year in regards to digital. If you think about it, everybody swapped. You had to figure out there's no TV, there's no more radio, the traditional media. A lot of brands had to figure out what else can we do. And that's what we want to celebrate. How did an agency think through, instead of the normal, putting in money in the normal media buying or having parties? You remember how brands used to be, yes. So they had to figure out what else can we do. And social was the only solution. Because guess what? I'm sitting at home, I have access to internet, because if you look at it, everybody was working from the house. So if I'm working from the house, what should I do when I'm working from the house? And the only thing you would do is go on social. Yes. Everybody was on their phone, everyone was on internet. So DMA for us is a celebration of what happened last year, where brands and agencies had to figure themselves out and just say, let's go social and digital.
And there was 175 entries?
More than 175.
Give us an example of how people went out of the loop, went out of the box. What did they do?
Well, I can't mention because I'm not a judge.
Examples.
But some of the ideas is someone just figuring it out. How do we talk about, for example, the flights? How are we able to push now? There's no more digital. There are no more flights. How do we start telling people, maybe book tickets for next year now? Offers. So people say bring in offers for 2021, because at that point, very few people were flying. Most of the places were
closed down.
Yeah. So what do we do as a brand? How do we push our brand for 2021? Start creating sales for 2021. So those are some of the ideas airline industries had to figure out. And how do we support maybe the community during COVID? Now we're not doing anything. How do we support the community? So we had things like social good during social media during 2020. We even have an award for COVID during COVID period, the outstanding brand. what did they do during that year to actually support the community. Yes.
So like I've seen you said you're going to do it at Waterfront. So I'm trying to imagine, maybe just paint a picture for someone who hasn't thought of buying the ticket of what to expect.
Or you said into Waterfront.
Or has never been to Waterfront.
Yes.
Okay, remember Waterfront is a very quiet mall. So what you do when you walk in, so you drive in, by the way, anybody walking Poleni, just get a cab or something as you're coming in, because COVID protocols were not allowed to allow anybody to come in. So what you do, you'll drive in into, it's a cinema. Remember Fox? Oh, sorry. It depends on your age. You remember? It depends. You see, I'm looking at you. It depends on your age.
Yeah, just look young.
Do you remember Fox Drive-In?
Do you remember Fox Drive-In?
That's what we're talking about.
Yes.
Yes.
And Bellevue.
Yes, I hope someone can revive that. Yes. So same concept. You drive in, you park your car. We have a stage all set. We give you a certain channel that you're going to log into, because the music will not be heard from outside. So the mall will be very quiet, but you can see entertainment happening on stage. But within the car, you have a channel where you can listen to everything. We have a photo op, so you can take photos. We'll have influencers from Mauzi who will come in. EABL is there, that they'll be setting up sort of like a village, but it's more of buy your drink in the car, or buy and go home and drink. Then we have people like Java coming in to set up for food, so you can buy your food, sit in the car. So it's quite an interesting setup. Then we have entertainment by Ben Sol and Karun. So they'll be singing on stage, but if you don't have the channel to log in, then you won't be able to hear what they're saying. So it's quite an interesting concept.
Oh, that's a great concept.
Yes.
Very good.
Yes.
So
And that's being done by, we are working with Expose Production for that. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Hey, so Mike, what do you tell people, man? Or what do you tell? Let's see if your mic is still working, because I think we still haven't. Go on, talk.
The Wozi will be giving a couple of awards. We will be giving the, Influence of the Year award, but with an interesting twist, because yes, we'll celebrate the massive influencers, but at the same time we will be celebrating the nano influencer. So these are guys who only have 250 to 5,000 followers, but during COVID, some of them did a lot of amazing, entertaining things for us, but still look at our phones and be entertained. So that's part of the reason we are really excited about this year's DMA Awards.
Are you guys hopeful that we'll get out of this, or are you trying to tell us, people out there, COVID is here to stay, Rita?
COVID is here to stay. So how do we work around it? We, as you can see worldwide, everybody has accepted, so it's high time we all accepted. All we need to do is see how to work around it. If it's digital, why not go on the digital space, try and make money go to the digital space and make money. If you look at it, there were a lot of businesses that were started up during COVID, and a lot of them have done very well. So how do you, what is your COVID story? A lot of people maybe sat at home, thought people are not thinking, but if you listen to what Wows is doing with the influencers, a lot of influencers actually figured out, how do I make money out of this platform? And we thank for Wowsy. It actually launched a year ago, yes, during COVID. So he should give you the COVID story, because they launched.
So Wows is a COVID baby. We built the platform for a whole year, but when we launched, that's when Kenya first announced its first COVID case. But it's been amazing being in the digital economy. I think so far we've issued about 40 million shillings to influencers' pockets, which is amazing that people are seated in the middle of their houses in Turkana, in Nairobi. We have a guy called Ochi Grande in the middle of the sea who was able to even work with Safaricom, for example, but all in a digital platform. So what we are saying is there's hope. Young people should realize the power of the mobile, the followership, and the ability to earn from it, and not lose hope at all. There's opportunity to come out of this stronger.
Maybe you can explain to, the youth out there, the different kinds of influencers, so that they can see where to pick up from and continue.
Yeah, fantastic. So Wows is available on the Play Store, so they can be able to download it and be able to go through their vetting process. But we have all the categories of influencers. So we have nano influencers who have 250 to 5,000 followers. So that's really anybody. At the same time, we have the Jeffs of this world who have millions of followers. So we call them premium influencers. So what we are doing at Wowsy is, wherever you are in your stage of influence, we are able to grow, groom, train. We have very frequent trainings. Just to give you the diversity of influencers, we have moms working with Good Life Pharmacy. At the same time, we have Harvard Nairobi Club working with Standard Chartered, for example. So it's so diverse. We've really reimagined what influence is, and we think ultimately it boils down to trust. As long as you have a couple of people who trust you, you can join Wowzy, earn from it, and be able to collaborate with the biggest of brands, and we think that is very powerful.
Oh, so it's just nano and premium. There's no macro, micro.
It's
like you were like 10 influencers, but those guys can all buy iPhones. You know what I mean?
Sorry.
10 followers.
I jumped the gun. So we have nano influencers, 250 to 5,000. We have micros, 5,000 to 30,000. We have mega, 30,000 to 100. We have meta, 100 to 500. Then we have premium, 500.
Mike, how come you've never called me?
I have actually. My team has. But when we were supposed to meet, you had to go for a COVID test study. Yeah.
But the test is a few minutes. Why did you call him back?
He was traveling.
When he came back.
Team, because a lot of our, I'll give an example of a campaign Jeff participated in. He did the Phantom X campaign. So we were involved in the back end. We brought... Behind you guys was 500 nano influencers who also earned from the campaign.
Maybe you can also tell the youth out there that there's opportunities to earn what kind of money?
Yeah, so Wowzy's mission this year is to create 1 million jobs in the creative economy. We are well on our way to do that. So creators, whether you're a person, you are aspiring musician, aspiring DJ, aspiring content creator, you can definitely join the platform and be able to earn. And we have a big thing about things like minimum wage, where we're thinking about how can that nano influencer earn at least a minimum wage, because we think the same way an Uber driver wakes up to go and drive the whole day, influencers can wake up and just create content and earn from it. So that's what we're thinking about in terms of what a young person can be able to earn.
So what you're saying, this COVID thing has been a silver lining for some industries?
Definitely. I think there's been a shift. Some industries have seen, a spike in growth. But at the same time, it's us to look back at ourselves and say, how can we leverage this opportunity?
Wow. Rita, I hear you're giving away some tickets for Friday's drive-in award ceremony.
Yes, so we have 5 tickets.
Okay.
And Jeff, it's up to you to do how you'll campaign. It's up to you to do that.
Between now and Friday? Between
now and Friday, you need to give out 5 tickets.
Okay.
So our capas right now is 5,000 shillings. And anybody who wants in just needs to go to our website, digitalmediaawards.com, and is able to log in. We have an M-Pesa portal. You can check out directly from M-Pesa. If you have an issue, you can call us directly on our office line, 0787 200 143, and someone will be able to pick up the call and call you. The event is on Friday at the waterfront. You'll also be able to experience sponsors like Safaricom. Safaricom will be on site. We have interesting awards from LinkedIn Marketing Solutions, that's Stand Left Media. Wowzy is also giving out some awards. We also have awards by Eskimi. I don't know anybody who's heard of Eskimi. Eskimi is also a platform, pragmatic platform. They actually, if you go to your Nation Media or Citizen, you'll always see a pop-up advert. That is by Eskimi. So that's a platform called Eskimi. So they'll also be giving out awards. Apart from that, we have sponsors like, I already talked about EABL. We have Expose coming in, Doodoo Squad on our creative. Help is always there, by the way. They're very big on technology also. We have Kebs, Waterfront, obviously. Boomplay has come in also. Boomplay is actually a very big, it's also a platform that's really growing for the music industry. Just like Wowzy looking at influencer, we have Boomplay that's looking at the music industry. Then we also have, obviously, RMS. RMS has been one of our biggest supporters. So we're going to be having, if you want to watch online, it's free on ViewSasa.
That's
so
right.
Yes.
Subscribe now. ViewSasa, Njuguna-Co. Sasa, right? Sasa here. Also, other participating agencies include Dentsu, I see that.
Yes.
Dragonfly, Group M, Kijiji Limited, Belva Digital.
Yes. So maybe I can explain what's happening this week. So from Monday till Friday morning, we have agencies. Actually, what we've done linkages. So we're also trying to grow business for the digital agencies. So since we have this whole list of brands, we decided, why don't we do a brand agency engagement? So even RMS is part of that. So if you want to meet a brand, if you have the brand on the list, we get for you an interview. Meeting with them. So that for us is Digital Media Awards is also meant to create revenue for the agencies themselves. They shouldn't be feeling like it's only about celebrations. Why don't we link them up? Because from our end, being a platform agency, we normally have a lot of brands working with us. So based on that, now we do the linkages. Yes. Yeah.
So all week long you'll be doing that, and then it culminates.
There've been meetings. Yes, there've been meetings all week long. It started on Monday, and that's how you can see the agency list there. Oh yes, then we'll have a big party bus. One of the agencies is coming in a party bus, so all music and everything, all branded. Yes, for the event. Yeah.
Party bus.
Yes.
Okay. And you said that the car load is 3,000 or 5,000?
3,000 shillings.
3,000.
Yes. So we have the virtual. ViewSasa is free of charge. If you want to do virtual through our Facebook, it's going to be 1,000 shillings. So we want to push people to actually watch on ViewSasa, because I think it's an excellent platform. Good content will be is on the ViewSasa platform. So if you're able to download, then you can watch other content just apart from Digital Media Awards.
Yeah.
Yes.
Michael Tieno, when you look around, I mean, and I've been traveling recently to other parts of Africa, and every time I come back to Kenya, I feel we're so fortunate to have the kind of digital space we have. Do you realize it?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's huge talent, I mean, within the digital economy. So for us, we started off at the iHub, so, just tinkering with technology and what was possible. But 1 year later, 74 global brands, 42,000 influencers earning 3 countries, because we already expanded in Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. So the innovation capacity and the talent we've seen is amazing. Some of the people working at Wowzy are people like Victoria Mutai, who studied in Cornell University in the US and came back, and now she is our head of operations. So if we are able to tap into brains like, Jeff, you went out, you came back. So that's the mantra for Wowzy is, can we get all these brilliant young people who are coming back from abroad with brilliant talent to help us innovate? So if people think Wowzy is innovative, wait until you see some of the things that will be coming out over the last couple of weeks based on the talent we've been able to accrue as a country.
Can you tell us briefly like some of the things that are coming in the future?
Yeah, for sure. My team will but yeah. Some of them, yeah. So I mean,
that's very detailed.
I mean, beyond influence, for instance, we're looking at social selling, which is a big thing. If you think about Singles Day, it was able to produce, I think, 600 billion in revenue in 8 hours, and it was
Singles Day.
Yeah, it's bigger than Black Friday. Yeah,
and this happens also here in Kenya.
No, this happened in Alibaba in China, where people sit in, places like this, small studios, and they sell. So Jeff can be selling lipstick, for example, and in 8 hours, guess how much lipstick Jeff can sell.
Let me know when you want me to sell lipstick, huh?
You look really good in lipstick, like
cherry red.
We can test it with you.
Maybe, like there's kids out there, maybe the university, JKWAT, or kids who just taught themselves how to program and stuff, who might have ideas. You said they go through Wowzy, or there's another way they can reach you?
Yeah, so through Wowzy Labs, so they can reach out to us for internship opportunities. At the same time, just at the comfort of their phones, they can be able to be influencers themselves. So we have a framework to train them. Every other day, there's a training going on in Wowzy on how you can be a content creator. How, with just your phone and a small ring light, you can begin creating better content to make you more attractive to brands. And we've seen people growing from very few followers to increasing in their earning potential. So that's something they can be able to tap into immediately. And at the moment, we already have 42,000. I would bet you there's already so many JKUAT students already on Wowzy.
Yeah, but there's this desire to have more followers. I see people go out of the, it's all about, I need to get more followers, I need to get more followers.
Yeah.
Isn't that it creates a lot of tension and a lot of conflict within one person. If I don't have X amount of followers, so and so has so many followers.
Yeah, we totally agree, and that's one of the things that Wowzy start changing the mindset. For example, not many brands use nano influencers, but last week I'll tell you, Bidco Africa came to the Wowzy offices, and we had 15 young content creators who are all nanos who will be working with Bidco for the next couple of months, for example. So we are starting to tell brands it's okay to not, to work with people with, couple of followers, because ultimately trust is the biggest thing. If Mike only has 10 people following me, they're my brothers, they're my sisters, they're my colleagues, they know me personally, and that trust is what enables me to, convey any message I would like to convey to them. So at the same time, we're using AI to look at things like engagement. Are you followed by robots, or are they actually humans? So we have that capability to help brands to be able to not overemphasize on followership, but to think of things like engagement, trust within communities.
All right, maybe you can just tell us briefly, because it's starting at noon all the way till 7, what the general plan for the day is, so that, someone can say maybe I'll tune in at 3, or I'll tune it at 4, or I just start from 12 till 7.
For DMA, from 12 to 4 o'clock, we'll have entertainment. There's a DJ, there's Karun's playing, there's also Ben Sol. Then from around 4:30, we'll start the program. We want to start the awards early so that by 7:30, due to COVID, we need to finish early. But also the fact that we're in Karengata location, Karen location, yes. Anybody who understands?
Us guys of Karen, we don't like noise after 7 or 2.
I need to make it very clear. So, us guys of Karen don't like noise, so we have to end it by 7:38.
Yeah.
Yes. So between 4 to 7:38 will be a lot of award giving, because if you look at it, we have 7 subcategories. Out of the 7 subcategories, we have around 20. Sorry, we have 7 categories, and we have around 20 to 24 awards that need to be given out.
Right.
So it's going to be quite interesting.
And those will be physical, or
they will be physical awards. So what we've done, we've invited brands and agencies to come in. COVID protocols being observed. Spray. Yes. So we are going to do that. Yes. And masking is a must when you're coming in to pick your award. And yes. So this is just before this. Then after this, we have social media week. So social media week is more engaging, educative. If you think about it, we want brands to understand what are the different technologies happening, not only locally but out there, because we are a franchise from the US, Social Media Week New York and Adweek, so we're part of the Adweek family. So quite interesting, yes. So we'll have the big screen being set up at the front. We have 2 screens on the side, so everybody will be able to view. So just imagine how it would be as a drive-in cinema. It's the same concept that we're putting together. So 3 screens, one on both sides, in case you're on any angle. Then the middle part will have a big screen on it. Yeah.
How many cars maximum?
We are targeting 100 cars.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, we're targeting 100 cars. We know we'll get more, but our biggest target is 100 for now.
Food vendors, drinks vendors, all
yes,
that.
So we have food vendors, we have Java, we have Naivas, which is at Waterfront, and Sax and Violin, and Mama Rocks. Then we have EABL. So EABL is creating the whole drinks concept for us. Then Safaricom will also be doing some activation on the ground. Yes. Then you have obviously Boomplay, Wowzy, anybody wants to engage with them, they're all on the ground. Yes.
Mike, do you think sometimes people don't use their influence enough? Do you find that?
Yeah, they underestimate it. I think a lot of the young people that we see are disillusioned. They're asking for jobs. But at the same time, what we are saying to them in Wowzy is you actually have so much power. You just don't realize.
Yeah.
Platforms such as ours are just connecting you. But ultimately, the power is in you, the followership that you have of your trusted friends and family, and you can be able to monetize it.
So we'd like to have as many people attending. We need, especially brands, to see what is out there, what are agencies doing. Yes. And for us, it's a competition because we are looking at going Africa-wide from next year. And what is key, if you look at some of our judges, like Max Ngari, who's our key jury, has done the lorries for many years. So what we are trying to do is we are trying to compete with lorries for sure. And well, if we can get synergy, what we always say, if we can get synergy with anything that we do go in and get a synergy. So for us, why don't brands come in, see what agencies are doing? It's important, don't stay in that hole and think this is the best of what you get as from your agency. It's good for you to go out there and see what is new, especially. And also for individuals, it's quite interesting for you to come in and see, can I speak with, for example, Wowzy, I'm looking for a job. If you come in, you'll be able to have that one-on-one engagement during the event. Maybe not face-to-face because of COVID protocols, but you will see what is happening out there instead of staying in your house. Yes. But what we're pushing for this week is car passes. Come and experience a fast driving experience in Kenya for an award ceremony. Yes. So just go into digitalmediaawards.com or call 087-200-143 and you'll be able to get your pass.
Absolutely. 0787-200-143. This is coming Friday, folks. A drive-in experience at the waterfront, the Digital Media Awards. Be there
Or be square. That's such an old school line there.
I'm sorry. Actually, there's a newer version. Be there or be nowhere.
Yeah, that's new school.
Rita, Gogaga, Experiental, Michael Tieno. Wowzy. I love that name, huh?
Yeah.
Man, you guys.
Catchy. It's
These young people. Well done. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Great stuff. See you Friday.
Okay.
This is what we call
Candid interviews with decision makers.